Before we get to today's show, I wanted to share a quick reminder that being financially organized is one of the biggest factors in building wealth. Want to be a millionaire? It's not going to happen if you're not organized with your money. So, how can you get organized? Well, our favorite app is Empower. It's free, allows you to connect your banks and brokers, and it gives you daily income and expense updates. Ready to try it out? You can sign up at thecollegeinvestor.com/empowermoney. Hello and welcome to the College Investor Audio Show. All right, so the big date has passed, July 1st. So let's take a look at what changes for student loan borrowers are happening right now. Before we get to that, anytime you hear a podcast, a quick reminder that you can always dive deeper into the subject at thecollegeinvestor.com. There's usually an article right along with the podcast. Just type in the words of the title of the podcast right into the search bar on the website. You'll find it. You can dive deeper. You can also ask questions, like and follow, and all the clicky buttons you do on social media. Just search for the words The College Investor, and you'll find us pretty much wherever you are. All right, on to the topic of the day. The biggest overhaul of federal student loans in a generation has already taken effect. Under the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, borrowers who take out federal loans on or after July 1st, which would now all be after, face fewer repayment options, hard borrowing caps, and slightly higher interest rates. While many of these changes apply to new loans going forward, some borrowers do have choices to make right now. For example, if for some reason you're still in the save forbearance, get out immediately. We've been telling you this for months and months now, but just go away. It's not happening anymore. It's dead. You're going to have to make a decision now, today, immediately, as soon as this podcast is over. I don't even care if you pause it. Just make a choice. Get out of the save forbearance, for crying out loud, please. Change your repayment plan. It's important to remember that current borrowers keep their existing fixed interest rates and access to legacy plans like IBR. But anyone borrowing for the coming school year, you're going to be entering into a different system. 2 repayment plans moving forward. New borrowers after July 1st get 2 choices of repayment. The tiered standard plan sets fixed payments over 10 to 25 years based on balance. The Repayment Assistance Plan, or RAP, is the loan income-driven option, which is charging 1% to 10% of adjusted gross income with a floor of $10 a month for the lowest earners. RAP waives any monthly interest above the required payment and adds on a principal matching benefit so that low-income balances still shrink. Parents can cut $50 per month for each dependent. The trade-off: forgiveness doesn't come until 30 years of payments, which is up from 20 or 25 under some older income-driven plans. Existing borrowers who don't borrow again or consolidate their loans continue to maintain access to the legacy repayment plans of IBR, Pay, and ICR, as well as the legacy standard plans, standard, extended, and graduated. However, Pay and ICR sunset in June 2028 at the latest, because it could be sooner. Borrowers are encouraged to use the College Investor's Student Loan Calculator. Find the link inside this article at thecollegeinvestor.com to know the impact of these plans. Okay, let's take a look at these new student loan caps as well. Graduate students can no longer borrow up to the full cost of attendance. You can no longer borrow at your heart's content, which is probably a good thing. New limits are $20,500 a year and $100,000 in total. And the Grad Plus loan is eliminated entirely. Students in professional programs get a higher ceiling, $50,000 and $200,000 aggregate. But there's been some contention on what counts as a pro degree. The original list of professional degrees was just 11 fields, but now that a judge paused that, the government has temporarily expanded the list to 29 fields. Parent Plus loans, or borrowing rather, is now limited to $20,000 per year and $65,000 total per child, replacing the old cost of attendance model. New Parent Plus loans also can't enroll in RAP, the only income-driven plan in post-July loans. As a result of this, have no pathway to public service loan forgiveness if they have not previously consolidated before June 30th, of this year. The Save wind down officially begins. The Biden-era Save plan has been both struck down by the courts and also legislatively eliminated via the OBA, the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. It's roughly 7 million borrowers whose interest has been accruing since August 1st of last year. You're going to start receiving those 90-day notices, you probably already have, to pick a new plan as early as a month ago. I don't know, do it. Today, right now, right this second. That's the second time I'm saying this podcast. It's important. Get it done. The Undersecretary of Education, Nicholas Kent, has made very clear that notices will continue to go out in waves and borrowers will have their own individual timelines. We have an estimate of what the Save timeline will look like. We did a podcast on it a couple weeks ago. You can also see the article too on our website. Miss your deadline, and you're actually auto-enrolled in a standard or tiered standard plan. If you miss your deadline, you should never miss your deadline. There is no if. Just do it today. All right. Interest rates rise for new student loans just a bit. New student loans first dispersed between July 1st and June 30th of next year carry higher interest rates, up about 13 basis points across the board. Undergrad is up to 6.52, graduate direct is 8.07, and plus loans are now 9.07. Not a huge jump, but it does affect things a few bucks. Federal loan interest rates are fixed for the life of the loan, so existing borrowers don't see any change at all. Only new money borrowed from here on out have the higher rate. However, these rates are near to the historical interest rate highs. That's something to keep an eye on. Let's connect the dots, then we'll wrap up for today. For a system already carrying more than 1.7 trillion in federal student debt, the shift narrows the safety net for future borrowers while capping how much they can take on in the first place. Families planning for the coming year should model how much student loan debt you can actually afford before you borrow. For those in the Save forbearance, please get out and make sure to check your notice deadlines closely, as that auto-enrollment fallback may not be the cheapest option for you and your family. Choose a new plan right now. And that is our show for today. Hope it was helpful to you. If you want to find out more, you can always like and follow on social media. Just type in the words The College Investor. You'll find us. We'd love to help you wherever you are in your money or loan journey. And, of course, check out thecollegeinvestor.com for all the articles and insights and resources. It is all there. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and we'll talk to you again real soon.